Hi, my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. So I think I forgot to show you the full holiday hoopla. Did I forget our sampler we did from the book? I think I had it on the calendar and then I totally didn't do that. So we're going to look at it today. And then we also have Scrappiness is Happiness and another one of our deep dive for another one of our upcoming quilt alongs. So first, here is my holiday hoopla sampler. Yes, I'm going to put it up on the wall here in a minute too then. But look. I am so excited. This is with the French General fabric, the red, and I added some of my gray then around all the blocks. So, oh, I'm very happy with it. I don't know what I'm doing on the backing. I think I have quite a bit of the fabric used there in the these triangles, the border triangles. And so I think what I'm going to do is see how much of that there is and piece it with some of the other fabrics that are left. You know, I think that's what I'm going to do. And I could add like some of the gray, you know, so I'm going to do some sort of a pieced background for this. I love it. This is definitely one that I'm going to keep and enjoy for a while because the colors and everything are they're just so pretty. I love how it came out. And then of course now we've started on the library quilt from the book. We did the first block on Friday. Yes, finally. I don't know, you've had the book, you could have done it anytime you wanted, but you know, we have to do it together. Have to. All right, today also is Mustang Car Day. So show quilts you have with car fabric or car images. So that is what I want to see in your show and tell today. Lots of car quilts. I can't wait to see. Yeah, so it'll be so much fun. Good stuff. Now we also have, the Royal We, Benartex, the Royal We of Benartex. Benartex is doing another one of their, twice a year they do a new a new fabric show where the designers come and talk about their new fabrics. And when they do that, you can sign up. There's a day and there's different time frames. People will come and do a presentation on their upcoming fabrics. And if you're there for the event, if you go to the event and attend it, then there are prizes and giveaways. So they give away fabric. It's a fabric company. Duh, yeah, Benartex fabric for all. No, not for everybody, but they'll do some giveaways. So that is super fun. But you have to register. It's totally free. It's an internet thing. You just watch it online. I will be out of town, but I have taped my segment, so you will see my new fabric line in that for the first time. So, well, you can probably see it on some stores that have it posted up because it doesn't come out till the fall, but you'll get to see me talk about it and tell you about the line. It's called the Drawing Room. So that will be going on, so be sure you go and sign up. Before we get into Scrappiness is Happiness, because I'll take this down and put all the blocks up, I want to do a mail call. First, I have a mail call correction as to where something came from because my brain read the state of AK as Arkansas, but AK from Ellen is actually Alaska. So our bear came from Alaska. So it's an Alaskan bear. But the funny thing is she wrote and told me that she actually used to live in Arkansas. So, so I wasn't like totally messed up. But yeah, I knew like when that letter came in, I'm like, oh, remember that code is Alaska. And then I forgot because I always say the wrong thing for that code. Okay, our friend Peggy in Wisconsin found that she had 2 of these books, so she has sent me one and to use in the future here to do as a giveaway. But I can't do that today because I'm getting ready to leave and stuff. But Peggy, I wanted you to know it came, and I'll put it on my pile, and we'll do something with this sometime in May. Something to look forward to. And then I have a box here. A bag, a beautiful little bag. Look at the bird. Isn't that sweet? That could be appliqué. So cute. This is from Charlene in Michigan. And look at her card. She sent the sweet owl. So cute. So cute. Okay, there's a couple things. I see something in here. And then there's some beautiful, look at the polka dot. Look at the polka dot paper. So cute. And what's in there? something else wrapped up. Okay, so let's open this one first. I didn't pre-open it. I think it'll come open. Whoops. Don't want to pop the bubbles. I think it's going to open pretty easily. Oh, look at okay. Okay, Charlene, this is too funny. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's a tiny little jar of gummy bears. Can you see them in there? This is the most precious thing. Maybe this is for a dollhouse. Look how tiny they are. Oh my goodness. They're like, made of plastic. They're not to eat. Don't eat the little ones. Oh my goodness. That is the sweetest thing ever. So darn cute. All right, let's look at what's in this bag, because this might be a critter. It just might be a critter. It's the shark. There's our shark, the attack shark. So I did a pillow with this shark pattern. I just love this pattern so much. So cool to be able to have one for the quilt. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. Thank you to everybody. All right, I am going to switch that quilt out, and then we'll look at what is the block for this week for Scrappiness is Happiness. Before we get to Scrappiness is Happiness, I am featuring every video until I get them all a upcoming quilt along. So let's go to the other side of the table. So for the next however many videos, I am featuring one of the upcoming quilt-alongs. And this is one that the Fat Quarter Shop is hosting with Susan Aki, who is the author of the book, and they are the publisher of the book. And this is such a great book. Everything in here is just beautiful, summery colors, on the lighter side of the red, white, and blue range. And they're doing the basket quilt as the quilt-along. Now, what I'm going to do, let me just show you. So it's using fat quarters and, some other things. It's a gorgeous quilt, 70 by 70. I don't know that I am going to do the whole quilt just because time, I would like to do the whole quilt. I think it would be amazing, but we'll see how much I get done. It is starting on May 2nd to June 27th. So it's all of May, all of June, and working on the basket blocks. And there's 2 different types of basket blocks, and then they're put into these 4 units with some sashing. And so I am going to sew along. So at the minimum, I will do 4. That is my minimum. I will do 4 sets, not just 4 blocks. But you could just do 4 blocks and make it a door quilt or a pillow. They would be just great, so you could sew along. But let me show you the other things in this book, because it is so good. There is a whole grouping of all the quilts in here, because I think a lot of them you could do just some of the blocks. Like I would really love this one on the cover. That I think is amazing, and maybe someday, maybe I'll put that on my personal make list. Yeah, because it looks good. This one I think would be great for a door banner, to do just one of those units, like as a door banner for the summer. Isn't that a door block? Rather than a barn star, we can have door stars, right? So I think, let's take a look at that. And there's the putting together image of it, and here it is. Here's hers. Look how beautiful that is. And like I said, she's using the lighter blues. She's using she's using red, but she's going to using some pinky reds as well. But it's that light blue that really changes the look of these from that super Americana to a little softer summery image. So here's her flag. And now her flag is done with a tumbler template, and they now have a plastic template, so you can get the Flag Day template. And this quilt is 58 by 80, so it's a little bit smaller than that flag quilt from the Scrappiness is Happiness, which is really gigantic. This is big, but it's more like you could use it on the back of your couch. You could hang it on your wall. And here you can see how all the shading, the lighter blues, the lighter pinky reds, rather than deep traditional like reds, or Christmas reds, or American reds, Americana type reds. So here's the quilt. So you can really see the tumbling block now with that up close. Isn't that neat? Okay, there's also cross stitch in here. I don't think we've gotten to that yet. But here are the stars. This reminds me of the sweater weather that we did. But light, oh, I just love it. It looks like it would be a great leader ender, like something you could just do so while you're making other things, like on the side. I could go for that. I could make all these. I could just make it a mission. And there's our summer picnic quilt with the baskets. I love basket blocks. Haven't done a whole basket. I don't know if I've done a whole quilt with all basket blocks. Now, going to find fabrics for this, I'm going to talk about in a minute, but you can see what she used here in this picture. And the blues, again, very, very much that medium to lighter blues. I'm going to stick this in here so I can come back to it. Here, there is a two-tone, just a blue and white. Very effective graphics on that. And so you want to get this book. Totally want this book. And then there's going to be some cross stitch. There's the cherry season. I'll just go through them like this. This one is the hot air balloon. I love that. I want to do the hot air balloon. It's so cute. And there's the flowers. Also, again, the lighter blue. This is hope. Peace, hope. So beautiful. There's another one with peace. And forever true, right? Isn't that gorgeous with that flower and the flag? I love the flag on there. Oh, got one more. We got the boat. Got the boat here. And we've got the whales. Loving the whales. And then an alphabet one, because, you know, it's cross stitch. So let me come back to this, to the fabrics here. So what did I do? Is I was able to get a bundle. Did I need a bundle? No. I have plenty of fabric. I could have just used my own fabric, but no. I decided to get a bundle. And so the bundle has some darker blue, which I'm probably not going to use because they're really not used in this quilt. So I am going to go with these medium blues and then find more in my stash, and then the lighter blues and find more in my stash. So I will just put these into my stash, the darker ones, because I don't want to use any darker ones in mine. And then here are some light backgrounds. And then this stripe, I went and bought more. So this is like a fat quarter. So I went and bought more stripe. So I have that for in here. And there's some pinks, so they can be like for in the basket, you know, pinks and reds. But I can add in some more. I have tons and tons of pinky reds, and so I can go and get those. It's more this medium blue. I'll use everything probably I have. I'll have to see what I've got. Then I found this. Now, you know, what you're going to find right now for border will vary because this is out there for so long. People are scooping up anything they can find that is a similar border. That one is not around anymore. You know, they write these books a while ago, so those fabrics, you know, are gone. But I got this one, and if it's still available, I'll link you to it. I think it's a Brenda Riddle from her new line, one of her newer lines. Anyway, I'll put it down there in the description box, and at my website today I will list. And if I'll see if I can list, maybe find a fat quarter bundle or something that has these similar colors that's out there right now. Otherwise, you just have to sort of pick and choose. So there you go. This is how I am approaching it, and I will do at least 4, you know, like this. I will do at least that, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes, whether I do any more. But I'm not going to go crazy. I'm going to just have fun with it. That's why I'm not committing to a bigger. And if I make those 4 and I decide I really like it and really want to continue, then I will, even if it takes, you know, past and it sort of goes into really slow-mo, so slow motion, slow mode quilting. So that is one of the upcoming quilt-alongs for May, which is happening right as May starts on May 2nd. So we'll just go ahead and use the Fat Quarter Shop schedule for this. Well, I must say it is getting a lot easier to put this up on the wall. Let me go up. There we go. The top, you can't even see it all. It's nice and big. Well, you can see most of it there. So it is getting a lot easier since that entire top is now sewn. After we do this week's block, I can get all of this sewn over to there. The bottoms all sewn. Those are 2 chunks. So there's a lot less pieces now, which Thank goodness. It's a pain to put it up and down every week. No, it was fun. It was fun, Pat. It was fun. I am enjoying, though, having them sewn together now. That is nice. Okay, so what do we have this week? This is from the book Scrappiness is Happiness. It's a sampler, so we're taking each block, and the book is set up so that the block is shown, and then it's shown in a quilt, used in repeat. So we have the tulip this week, which is so pretty. It's a darling tulip. It's scrappy, of course, with Scrappiness is Happiness. And Lori Holt, who is the author, she did the full quilt on black. Look at that. Look at that. So it's very dramatic. It's kind of gives sort of an Amish quilt feeling with the black background and the jewel tones of the tulips. So of course, my background is this blue. So it's kind of got that blue. And I just pulled the fabric over here. We're not going to the other side. So I will show you. I will show you here. Pulled it all over. So I've got the blue background. And I think what I'm going to do is the stem and the leaves. I think the leaves will be the lighter gingham. And then the stems will be this guy, unless I reverse it. And I might reverse it because then I get more print, you know, like it reads more with like the scattered, like the little darker blue thing, flower on there, that thing, it's a flower. And then the gingham, I'm going to switch it. And then I'm going to do a yellow tulip because I'm working with a really narrow color palette for this. And so there are 6 fabrics. And so I have to use the chicken fabric again. Look at this one. They're so darn cute. So that has to be one of the full squares. And then I've got a text print so that this is from Bev's line. I'm using mostly Bev's fabric. So pull something cute out of there. The hexagons, the little daisies, this print, which makes me feel like Liberty of London. That just gives me a Liberty in London vibe. And then this guy here. So I will go ahead and make up the tulip and be right back. And I have a yellow tulip. Oh, I love it. I love it. Look, I got the chickens over here and the text print and this really pretty floral that I like. And I've used this at least one other time in the yellow here. And I think this is a good decision. Go with something with a little bit more pattern on it for this one. Okay, let's see how it looks. Oh, yes. So now I've got threads on there, of course. Okay, so I think there's a spacer between those two, so they won't look like the tulip's wearing a Santa hat. I think there's a spacer in between there, so I will have to make that. I'll get that all together, and next Monday you will see, and it'll be even easier to put it up because I'll have that whole row, well, not the last two, but all the way over. So here we go. Let me move it down. I just have to see it down here a little bit. So there we go. So we have something up there, I think. Okay. So remember, today is to share if you finished your holiday hoopla, share it if you haven't done so already. And if you have a quilt with cars on it or car fabrics. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.